Good morning. This is Alan Richards, and thank you for joining us at Hope Chapel. Some of you may wonder why I don't record in a regular studio. I live at home and I'm disabled, and I believe that I should be able to share the message of God anywhere, any place, anytime. And I choose my kitchen because it's a family place. It's a place that I do a lot of my work and I enjoy it. Now, let's go on to our message today, understanding faithfulness. I want you to take a moment and I want you to pause and think about your family. I want you to think about the abundant faithfulness spreading throughout the lives of your children, your wife, and your husband. In your mind, you wouldn't reframe the family portrait of faithful Christians at all. In your present state of mind, you don't have any unfounded concerns that would destroy that image in that portrait. Now let's say now, 3 months go by into the future, and your household faithfulness in God is truly put to the test. Let's see how you would handle this synopsis. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Your two girls, Stephanie 17 and Megan 14, are nestled quietly in their beds. And you have, Emma, you have tossed and turned all night long battling leg fatigue, and while your husband is fast asleep. He's dead to the world. Suddenly, at 3:01, your bedside communication to the outside world, Ma Bell's, original invention, I still have it, a phone, a regular phone, not a cell phone, but a regular phone. Some of us still do. Anyway, the vibrating rings, they jump you into a frenzy, and you momentarily you pull yourself mentally together to make yourself verbally able to make sense to the person on the other end. And on the other end, of course you asked the general question, who are you, and what do you want? You're calling at 3 o'clock in the morning. My daughters are asleep. My family is in bed. Why are you calling us at 3 o'clock in the morning? The question you have to ask now, you believe their daughters are asleep in the bed. That's the important part of this whole equation. Is this Miss Moore? Emma Moore of 26798 Oak Street, St. Clair, Michigan. Yes. Yes, it is. Who is this? This is the state police, Officer Jim Johnson. You have a daughter, Stephanie Moore. His voice was broken because he was broken. And you can probably surmise the rest of the story. The rest of the story is who is this? Because the Lord is waiting over us, we don't have to fear the dangers around us. Emma paused and quickly, with much forethought, said quietly to herself, "Under his wings I am safely abiding, as if I wait for the bad news at the end of the line to continue. I know whatever the fate, whatever this situation, however it turns out, whatever situation I'm dealt with, I'm going to carry on, knowing God is carrying me through my crisis, and my faithfulness will continue to be strong in Jesus Christ." In the book of Deuteronomy, God writes clearly, "As an eagle who steers up the nest, he spreads his wings, so the Lord alone led Jacob." Deuteronomy 32:11, verse 12. Christ meets our needs, and he walks beside us in our greatest hour of grief. Emma's faithfulness was amazing. Is your faith amazing? Is Christ your rock in your hour of need? In Ephesians 3:20, God again shows his faithfulness to us and to his people. And he says, and I quote, "God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that we ask or think." And that is in Ephesians 3, verse 20. God is so good. He is so great. Until we meet again next week, we want you to remember there is nothing that you have to face alone in this world, because God is with you always. He's just a prayer away or a phone call away. The old adage was, just dial O for O'Malley in the movie, in that old Christmas movie. Can't recall it right now, but it was a great one. Bells of St. Mary's. There you go. Thank you, Jim. Thank you. Bells of St. Mary's was a great movie. But anyway, we're going to go now. I'm going to leave you. God bless you. God keep you safe. We hope you enjoyed this presentation. Come back next week. We're going to continue with the Billy Graham series, and we're going to have another great message for you. Until we meet again, remember, God loves you. And thank you for joining us.